Good afternoon, students. I will start with the class. Last time we was solving problems on composite functions. Okay, that is what function of a function. So 4 problems we had solved. Let's solve the 5th problem. Y is equal to tan of root x. So we have to find derivative of this function. So now dy by dx. Now what is the, as per the table, derivative of tan of x is how much? X square x. Okay. So now it is not a simple plain x, but you just consider it to be something, tan of something. So tan of something will give you sec square of that something. So as it is, it will be sec square of root x. But this is not a plain x. This and this is not the same. That's why you have to take extra derivative of root x. Okay, if it was simple tan of x, then answer would have been this. But it is not a simple x, it is root of x. That's why extra derivative of root x. So that will be sec square root x into derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. Okay, these answers all I'm writing from the table. So just revise the table every day. If any problem and all you all have doubt, then please ask. Huh? Y is root of 3x minus 4. You can attempt. So I have finished the 5th one. So this is what root of something, no? Root inside this. So as per the derivatives, look in the function table. What is derivative of root x? Just now we have done derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So use this formula over here. So what will be the answer? Dy by dx will be equal to root of something is what? 1 upon 2 root something. So whatever it is, just 1 upon 2 root this into, because this was not a plain x. Anything other than x is there, you have to take its derivative extra. So 3x minus 4. Take the derivative and write the answer. So this will be 3 only. Derivative of x will be 1 and derivative of 4 will be 0. So this will be our answer. Derivative of 3, x is anyways 1. Okay. So answer will be 3 by 2 root of 3x minus 4. is 2 cot raised to 8. Okay, this is 8. So cot raised to 8x. So you have to find the derivative of this. So dy by dx will be 2 is just a coefficient. Okay, and it is along with that. Don't make 2 as 1. Only if it was single, like 2 plus something. This was like this, then the answer would be 0. Only if it is a single. There's a difference between constant and coefficient. This is called coefficient because it is attached to this. Only if it is a single, then it is called a constant. Okay, so 2 write as it is. Now I told you whenever this is there, you can also assume it to be like this. So it is in the form of x raised to 8, some function raised to 8. So what will be the formula? 8x raised to 7. So same way, instead of x, what is there here? Cot x. So this would be 8 cot, okay, or directly like this you can write. Into extra derivative of this cot. Checking what is derivative of cot x, you have to write the answer. So this will be anyway 16 cot into minus cos x square x, because derivative of cot x is minus cos x square. So that will be our answer. Minus 16. Write minus first, simply write the answer minus 16. This one I can try. Eighth one is y is log of x square plus 3x. X square plus 3x. So this is in the form of log of something. So check in the derivative table, what is log of x, derivative of log x. And accordingly write the answer. Derivative of log x or log of anything, like this. Log of x would have been 1 upon something. But this is whatever is in the bracket will be a 1 upon, this is the instead of x now. So the whole thing will come here into, because this and this is not the same, extra derivative. X square derivative is 2x. And this will be 3. 3 into 1 will be 3. So that will be our answer. 2x upon 2x plus 3 upon x square plus 3x. Derivative of x square is 2x. Same way 3 into derivative of x is 1. So it will become 3. Ninth one is a raised to 2x plus 5. a raised to 2x plus 5. So it is in the form of a raised to something. So whatever it is, just assume to be x. The whole thing is x. Now you know what is derivative of a raised to x from the table. Derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x log a. Okay, so this is the derivative. So what will happen? Dy by dx will be a raised to x, assuming this to be x, log a. But this was what? Not x, so extra derivative of that. And then take the derivative of this and write the answer. So this will be a raised to 2x plus 5. Derivative of this will be 2. 5 will be made with 0. So this will be our answer. On this first class, we had solved using derivatives using this first principle method by taking limits and all. So if you know this method now, taking derivatives, you can always confirm your answer by using that long method. Whatever answer you get, you can always check like this also shortcut. Okay, so this is about composite functions. So like only one is. Second one is when it is function of a function. Based on function of function. Okay, when there are multiple functions inside. Previously, what we had done was function of function. Now this is function inside a function, another function. If your basics are now these problems, you're understanding that is, those complicated problems later on. These basics you should know properly how to solve these types. This is root of sine of root x. So we'll start finding the derivative. Dy by, look at this, outside is the biggest root. So look at the bigger root and consider there is something inside the no matter what it is. Okay, this is the inside sine of root x, whatever it may be. What is the derivative of root of x? 1 upon 2 root, correct? In the table you check root of something, root of x is 1 upon 2 root x. So as per that formula, so what will be the derivative? Derivative of root of something will be 2 times, okay, 1 upon 2 root into extra derivative of whatever was inside this bracket. So what was the inside the bracket is nothing but sine of root x. Okay, if you're not understanding, then please ask. Root of some bracket you consider. Imagine that whole thing, sine root x is x only, like a big x. So what is the derivative of root x? 1 upon 2 root x. And then extra derivative of that, whatever was inside the root sign. So this will be our first step. Now this is what this answer you got. Don't do anything to this. Write as it is. So now it is in the form of sine of something now. So what is derivative of sine of something? Cos of something. So straight away this will be cos of root x, derivative of sine. Okay, sine is cos into, is this still a plain x? No. So extra derivative of this small one, what is there inside the bracket. So till you reach the last thing, you have to go on taking derivatives. So first I took the bigger root sign, whatever is inside the bracket, I took derivative of that. Then whatever is the sine of this is cos, and then extra derivative of this. This will be the last step now. 1 upon 2 root sine root x. The derivative of root x is what? 1 upon 2 root x. So this is your answer. This is 3, huh? X cube sine 7x cube. So you have to take derivative of that. So there are two powers. So priority will always go to the middle number. Okay? Because this can be written as sine of, like this it will be. 7 also I can write it out. Okay, now start taking the derivative. So it is in which form now? Something raised to 7. Something means some function raised to 7. So it is, if we had considered x raised to 7, then answer would have been 7x raised to 6. Same way, this will be 7 x raised to 6 into whatever was inside the bracket instead of x. So derivative of sine x cube. Now take extra derivative of it, sine x cube now. So this will be anyways. While writing now, I can write it back here. Sine raised to 6x cube into derivative of sine of something. So sine of something is what? Cos of something into extra derivative of x cube. Instead of writing this step, you can directly write the derivative of x cube as 3x square. So this will be our answer. Anyone is not understanding, then ask. Some of them, some of the colleges did not have this in 11th standard composite function. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, again. Third one I'm going to try. Cos raised to 7 cos raised to 7 sine of 2x plus 3. So this will be the biggest power. Okay, so it is like cos of the whole thing raised to 7. So you can also write it as what? Cos of sine it's like this. So what it will look like? First, dy by dx will be 7 cos sine 2x plus 3 raised to 6. Into derivative of this whole thing, cos of sine of 2x plus 3. Okay, so this whole thing, so whatever is inside the bracket, that's on derivative. So this part is over. So now this will be 7 this 6 you can write it back here. Okay, so that you can avoid this. Now derivative, when you are taking derivative of cos of something is what? Minus sine of whatever is inside the bracket into extra derivative of so this is like a big bracket now. Cos of something is minus sine of that into derivative of that. And last step, sine of something is what? Cos of that into derivative of 2x plus 3 is how much? 2 plus 0. So that will be your answer. So what I have done is first 7 I took up. So this full thing x raised to 7 is nothing but 7 x raised to 6. into derivative of what is the inside the bracket, this full thing. Now we have to find derivative of this. Now cos of x is what? Minus sine of x into derivative of this. Now here sine of x is what? Cos of that into derivative of 2x plus 3. So till you reach the last, you have to go on taking the derivative. e raised to ex square. E raised to ex raised to square. This is square, huh? X square. So you have to find derivative of this. So dy by dx. What is derivative of e raised to something? E raised to same thing. E raised to x is e raised to x only derivative. Okay. So derivative of this full thing will remain as it is. Same answer. But was it x? No. So whatever is this extra derivative of that. Okay. E raised to x, if it was there, then answer would be x. But now this is not x. This is instead of x, what is there? E raised to x square is there. So take its derivative. Now this will be again e raised to x square. So derivative of this will be e raised to x square only, but extra derivative of last x square. So its power. So that will be our last step. And then write the answer. Derivative of x square will be 2x. So now it is over. Just check if I missed out a number, then write it as 4 and 5. Huh? Just number it properly. But the next question is log of root of x square plus 1. This was 4th, I think. This is 5th. Log of root of x square plus 1. So divide by. So log of this. Log of anything is what? 1 upon that. Log of x is what? 1 by x into derivative of that extra thing. Why it is log of x is 1 by x. So instead of x, it is root of x square plus 1. So instead of that, I wrote this and then take derivative of whatever was inside the bracket. Now this will be derivative of root x is how much? 1 upon 2 root x into, now I'm not writing again and again. So derivative of this again inside is the bracket you have to take. So what it will be? 2x plus 0. Okay. So 2 and 2 will cancel. And this anyways will be root into root. So answer will be this, x upon x square plus 1. Root into root will become the whole square and become single. Okay, so these are some of the examples of composite functions. As we solve more problems later on, you'll find more. Only one on u into v, I'll do one, and on u upon v. So just try this. This is just one example of u into v. There is no plus sign here. Okay, so this is multiplication. So first term will be u, second term will be v. So find a derivative. So divide x will be u into derivative of v plus u into v formula, v into derivative of u. Okay, so this is only the formula substitution. U into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. So now write the answer. Sine cube x. Now I want to take derivative of this. So this can be written as what? Cos x the whole cube. So first what it will become? I'm directly writing the answer now. See, cos cube x is how much? 3 cos square x. Because it is like x cube. 3 x square into what is derivative of cos x? So that will be minus sin x. So like this you have to do, okay, for exam. Now you don't have to write extra d by dx or cos, you have to directly do. Assume this is to be x. First what will become? 3 cos square x into derivative of cos x is nothing but minus sin x. Now plus cos cube x as it is you write. Now we have to take derivative of sin cube x. So what it will become? 3 sin square x into derivative of extra sin x is what? Cos x. So this will be your answer. So again I'm repeating, this is to be like in the form of x cube. So it will become 3x square. That is nothing but 3x square, but this is not x, it is cos. So extra derivative of cos is sin. Same way, sin cube x will be 3 sin square x into derivative of sin is cos x. Later you can write together. How many signs will become total? All are multiplication. So powers will get added. Minus 3 sin raised to 4x cos square x. Here how many cos to total? 3 and 1, 4 it will become. So this will be our answer. Powers will always get added for multiplication. So here 3 are there, here 1 is there. So 3 plus 1, I got it as 4. Next is based on U upon V. Cosec x square. This is plus, huh? So it is in the form of what? U upon V. So as per the formula, dy by dx will be what? U upon V formula is V derivative of U minus U into derivative of V upon V square. This is the formula which we had done last class. V into derivative of U minus U into derivative of V upon V square. Now find the derivative of this. So this will be 1 plus cosec x square. Derivative of e raised to x is what? E raised to x only. But what is there? The power x square. Derivative will be 2x. Derivative of 1 is 0. Okay. And derivative of cosec x is, if you see in the table, it is minus cosec x tan x into extra derivative of x square will be 2x. Derivative of cosec x is minus cosec x cot, no? This is cot into 2x. Why? Because this was x square. Otherwise, it would be in the x. So that would be your answer. Upon nothing to do to the denominator. Keep it like this only. So this is how to be done if there are composite functions. Yes, so go on differentiating till you end up with the last part. So these were all the basics which were required. Okay. So now we'll start with inverse function, derivative of inverse trigonometric functions. If we had skipped inverse trigonometric chapter, again it will be a problem for you in derivatives. If you skip derivatives, you will miss integration. If you miss integration and derivatives, you will miss out differential equation chapter. So it is just a somewhere or the other they are connected. So if you go on skipping chapters, you will skip the entire portion and you will fail them. So better not skip anything. Now comes the main part. From here onwards, you have to start derivatives of inverse functions. Already it is given in the table. Derivative of sine inverse x is how much? 1 upon 1 minus x square. Derivative of cos inverse x is how much? Minus 1. You know how to write, already given in the table. I will revise back. Sine inverse is, this is the derivative. This is cos inverse and this one. Tan inverse derivative is 1 plus x square. Cot will be minus. Okay, so this way 6 standard derivatives or inverse functions are given to you. Formula number 16 till 21. Those who are wondering, it was sent on the group and you all were supposed to write it on your notebook. So please go back and refer in case if you all have not written. Let's start with the problems. Find dy by dx. Sine inverse 2x. So we have to find the derivative of sine inverse of 2x. So refer the formula now. Sine inverse of x is how much? 1 minus x square. So you have to just trace x only up over here. So what will be dy by dx? 1 upon root of 1 minus, what the instead of x? Now it is 2x. So it will be, okay. If it is x, it is x square. Now if it is 2x, it will become 2x square. The whole square, not only simply 2x square. This full thing square. So if it is not exactly x, so extra always take the derivative of y because it was not plain x. So you have to take derivative of 2x. So your answer will be 1 minus 4. Square will belong to both the terms. Into derivative of 2x is 2. So your answer is 2 upon root of 1 minus 4x square. Anyone having doubt, then ask. We can try the second one. So what will happen? X will be then 1 up plus x square. Instead of it will be 8x into extra derivative of 8x. So that will be what derivative of 8x? 8. Okay, so your answer will be 1 upon or 8 upon 1 plus 64 x square. So you just for your standard formula accordingly substitute. Don't forget to take extra derivative of x. inverse of x by 3. Cosec inverse of okay. And y is tan inverse of root x. So these three I'll try. Okay, those who have solved can tell me the answers. You will try it. Third one, can anyone tell me the answer?
So fifth one.
Fifth one only you tried.
Yeah.
Okay. How much you got? Fifth one?
1 upon root square root like root 1 plus x square into 1 upon 2 root x.
There is some mistake. Wait, how you got root first? Wait one sec. A root of x the whole square.
Yeah.
Then it is correct. Okay. So what will become root of x the whole square is x only. Third one, anyone else solved? Fifth one is okay. Third one,
The third one is it minus 9 upon 9 plus x squared.
yes, but extra you have not taken, I think, derivative of x upon 3. Okay. Wait, I'll try. Just see. So this will be third one. So instead of that, what it will be, x upon 3 is there instead of x. So the formula will be minus 1 upon dy by dx is like this it will be. Okay. Whatever is instead of x, you write as it is. Minus 1 upon 1 plus x. And the extra derivative of this you all have forgotten. So that will be derivative of x upon 3. Okay. So what it will become is minus 1 upon x square upon square will belong to both the terms. And what is derivative of x? 1. Okay. And then you can cross multiply this. So what it will become? 9. And 9 will go on top, ulta, and then cancel with 3. Or like this, only side by side you can cancel 3 and then write 3 up. So answer will be minus 3 upon 9 plus x square. Okay, so don't forget to take extra derivative. Anyone having doubt in third one can ask them. Fourth one. Anyone has got the answer? Fourth one. You all are solving at least. Understanding also nothing. No one is replying. So what is the cosec inverse derivative? Cosec inverse x is what? This no root of x square minus 1 no. So that will be the formula. Of x, you just have to write x wherever it is. So what will be this? This is the formula. So standard formula, if you know, then you can directly do the answer. So this will be minus 1 upon x. Instead of x, who is there? X cube is there. So everywhere you just have to write x cube. X cube, the whole square it will become. Minus 1 into extra derivative of x cube. And now solve. So what you have to do is just compare it with the standard formula. Instead of x, whatever is there, you have to put. If it was x raised to 5, you have to put x raised to 5 and then take extra derivative of that x raised to 5. So the answer will be x cube. 3 to the, it will become 6. And derivative of x cube is how much? 3x square. So this is the answer. And this will cancel now. X square will cancel cube. X cube derivative is 3x square, then cancel with x cube. So answer is 3 upon x into x raised to 6 minus 1. Same way, now try the fifth one. Tan inverse of root x. So what is derivative of tan inverse x? 1 upon 1 plus x square. So instead of x, what is there? Root x. So same you write. 1 upon 1 plus x square. Instead of x square, what will come? Root of x. Extra derivative of root x. So answer will be 1 up root x square will cancel and this will be derivative of root x is what? 1 upon 2 root x. So this is the answer. Last one is this. Okay, this is slightly different. Sec inverse of 1 upon 4x. Now, whenever there is, till now, we have first to fifth problems we have seen, x was always at the numerator, never at a denominator, okay? So don't go like this straight away, like this, 1 upon x, then root of 1 minus 1 upon x the whole square. Instead of that, what you have to do is, for inverse trigonometry, okay, always you can reverse it. So sec inverse, okay, you can reverse. So what it will become if you reverse sec inverse? Can anyone tell me? What is it related to, sec inverse? If you reverse this, what it will become? Nobody remembers property set number 2. You are not revising also. That will be cos inverse of 4x. So whenever reversing, if you are using sec and cos, same way cos you can convert it in terms of sec. What will happen? This is ulta. And now you can differentiate. So answer will be minus 1 upon root of 1 minus x square into derivative of okay. So these are small details which you will not it can come for 1 mark and you will not know. So that's why I'm doing all these type problems, especially from this multiple choice questions. So you are supposed to answer entrance exams and all these small details matter. Okay, sec inverse, first you have to convert it into cos. Why have I done this? Because x was at the denominator. If it was like this, no, x upon 4, then directly I have to write answer. But now, just because this is at the denominator, I brought it to the numerator by reversing it and then took the derivative. So this will be 16x square into 4. Okay, so these were simple inverse functions. Next is the I'll solve based on simplifications. I'm making all these subtopics so that it becomes easier for you all to study later on, based on simplification, based on inverse, based on substitution type, based on tan inverse, different types problems, so that you know that this type problems will fall under certain category. Okay, so first one, sine of cos inverse of x. So I have to find derivative of this. Y is equal to sine cos inverse of x. So straight away, don't go for sine of this. So whenever there's an inverse trigonometric function, okay, inside a bracket, I always told you, go for triangle method. If trigonometric function is out and inverse trigonometry is inside, so what you do, go for triangle method. So what you can do is cos inverse x be equal to theta. So use the triangle method and find what is sine theta. At least triangle method you all must be knowing. So x will be how much? Those who are not referred this chapter, just see. So x will be nothing but cos theta. So what it is? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. So which is the third side? Hypotenuse square minus side square. So this you had assumed to be theta. So what is sine theta? Nothing but opposite upon adjacent. So your answer y is nothing but 1 minus x square. First you have simplified, okay? And now you have to find the derivative. Everywhere we are finding derivatives now. Find dy by dx. So first I simplified this and now take the derivative. So what is dy by dx? Root something. So what will be root? 1 upon 2 root into derivative of what is inside bracket. So derivative of 1 is 0 and derivative of x square is 2x. The complete root of something is 1 upon 2 root something into extra derivative what is the inside the bracket. And then what will happen? 2 and 2 will cancel. So answer is minus x upon root of 1 minus x square. Those who can try this. Second one. Sine of tan inverse x. So use triangle method and simplify it. So y is what? Sine of tan inverse of x. First one, if anyone has not understood, ask. If the moment you see any inverse function inside a normal trigonometric, always go for triangle method. This is sine theta. I found out, so that is nothing but 1 minus x square, and then I differentiate it. If I go to differentiate directly, it will become complicated. Same way, find triangle method. Use triangle method and find what is sine of tan inverse of x. So y will be, whatever you can assume it, tan inverse of x equal to theta. If nothing is there, it means 1. So tan theta will be what? Opposite upon adjacent. So this will be or x square plus 1. Sine theta will be opposite upon hypotenuse. So this is nothing but y. And now you differentiate. In which form it is? Can you directly differentiate? Can anyone tell me in which form it has come?
Rationalization.
No, rationalization will be for limits. Here,
u
in
by
which
v.
Yes, u upon v. So it will be u upon v form. So this will be u and this will be v. Mute your phone. Someone mute your phone. Okay, so u upon v form. So find the derivative. Dy by dx. V into derivative of u minus u into derivative of v upon v square. It will not right here. Every time only the same people answer. Now I will, next time I'll randomly pick up some names, whichever I see, then I'll ask. So what is the derivative of x? That will be 1. Now derivative of root something is 1 upon 2 root into, so that will be derivative of what is inside the bracket upon square and root will cancel. This will become 1 plus x square. So 0, 2 and 2 will cancel. So this will be and then you can cross multiply this and simplify the answer. So when you cross multiply this into this will come 1 plus x square minus x square upon root of 1 plus x square. Okay, I cross multiplied and wrote here only. This when you reverse and all, it will come back. This you should know after simplifying. So x square will cancel. What I have done is nothing but taken this as this and then reversed it. It will come back here only. So this is 1. Again, this can be simplified. Root can be taken as I told you always half. So
X
half
square
plus
1 upon square root of x square plus 1.
answer. This is cancelling, no? This you must have got upon this. So reverse it, it will come back like this. So half plus 1 will give you 3 by 2. Okay. So what I have done is cross multiplied, then taken this side, So it will become like this, 1 upon this, and then they are same terms. Root means raised to half, and this is 1. Half plus 1 will give me 3/2. So that will be the answer. Even if you don't at least till this part, you should know how we have got this answer. Next one, cot inverse of tan 4x. Now, inverse is not inside the bracket. So what you have to do is, now whenever cot inverse is outside, this is not triangle method. But I told you, whenever cot and tan comes in a combination, they will always have some relation, cot and tan. So what you have to do is, tan you have to always convert in terms of cot. So what is the relation between cot and tan is nothing but they are always 90 degree different from each other. So tan you have to always write it as cot inverse of tan can be minus theta. So instead of theta it is 4x. Okay. So tan theta, if I want to convert it in terms of cot, it is pi/2 minus 4x. Same way, what is the relation? Sin and cos I can convert. Sec and cosec. And now cot inverse, cot will cancel. And y will be pi/2 minus 4x. And now differentiate. dy by dx will be, what will be derivative of pi/2? What will be the derivative? Pi/2. Ashley, what is derivative of pi/2? Ashley, are there?
Yes.
What is the derivative of that? It's a constant, it's a number. So what will be its derivative? Huh?
0.
Huh?
0.
Okay. So pi/2 will be 0. Okay. And derivative of x will be 1. So answer will be minus 4. So no matter what angle it is, 3 pi/2 or whatever angle it may be, it is a number. There is no x attached to it. So straight away answer will be 0. Y is sine inverse of 2 sine theta cos theta. See if you can strike something. What is the formula? 2 sine theta cos theta. So this part you have to simplify. Okay. So what is 2 sine theta cos theta? This is one formula, no? If you are not revising the formula, this
Sin
will
A
be the
plus B, sin A plus B
no.
plus
What is
sin
sin?
A minus B.
What that is not this sin A plus B into this will be square. Sin square minus cos square theta.
Sin 2 theta.
There will be a square term. Yes, correct. Sin 2 theta. Okay, 2 sin. So this will be this is in the form of 2 sin theta cos theta. So this y will become, this is to, if nothing is given, you have to consider as y. Sin inverse is there. Sin 2 theta. Theta is what? Nothing but 4x. Okay, so using this formula, instead of theta, what is there? 4x is there. So it will become 2 into 4x. So sin inverse, sin, a sin will cancel. So straight away, this answer will be 8x. And now take derivative. So dy by dx will be 8. And the last one. Tan inverse of sin x upon these are some standard simplifications which I've done in the inverse trigonometry chapter also under simplify part. This problem I've already done, how to simplify. Okay, if you know the certain this simplifications, the same one which gets repeated. Once you solve, you will understand it. Again, using the same formula, sin theta can be written as what? 2 sin theta cos theta. So this will be tan inverse of 2. Already what is happening? Angle is becoming half. So sin theta is what? 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. And 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta. So I've used the formula sin 2 theta is nothing but 2 sin theta cos theta. Same way what it will be, simple. Sin, this is also formula you have used. So theta, if it is double, it will become half. Okay, so this is half. Plus means I told you cos. If this was minus, this would have been 2 sin square x by 2. This is plus. And now cancel whatever is getting cancelled. So y will be 1 cos, that will be tan inverse tan x by 2. Sin of x by 2 upon cos x by 2 will be tan x by 2. And now you differentiate. So dy will be nothing but 1 upon 2. Derivative of x will be 1. Okay. So we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next class. Wait, I'll take attendance. Please revise what I've covered. Okay. Those who have finished, can leave the class. If anyone having doubt, can ask.